I feel like there's a lot that they need to learn and unlearn, obviously, but I feel it has its pros and cons.
Yeah.
I don't. The problem now is that when you say the pros are more than the cons, I think the pros are more than the cons.
Yeah.
I do think the pros are more than
It
the cons.
depends on the parent actually.
I feel
the pros.
Depends.
The pros are actually more than the cons. Yeah, true that. Cause I'll not lie to you. We are in a Western world. Let's step outside now and go and see what's going on outside. Yes, no, it's like a Western world. Why is somebody putting on school uniform? The person is taking cocaine, and you cannot question the person. Growing up, if you want to commit or do something bad, you hide your uniform inside your bag. Put on mufti. Yes, now all the times we used to go.
I don't know.
Onile.
I'm not sure what the.
I don't even know. I'm trying to deep. I'm trying to deep.
No,
Bro, the fact that people were able like doing that gossip generally.
no, like it's crazy now. Like
we weren't supposed to be doing that at all.
see kids like the mother is buying vape for the child.
Bro.
So
That's
it's
crazy,
not
bro.
that's
crazy.
I would
back in secondary school, I'm just working
African,
with a friend that I was asked not to work. I chop cake, bro. I chop cake.
I choose African
don't work
parents
with this
in
two
over
person
this.
again.
Michael, yours
100
it
times.
seems yours is deeper
Don't talk.
down.
It's super, bro. Nah, just
Understand-
nah, normal thing,
understand
bro.
you, like serious.
No, it's actually a normal thing.
Yeah, but the case
It's just a normal thing, bro.
Not working with. I didn't get to that point. My own is just going to the street and playing football because the case is the street is so cold in Nigeria sometimes, because once you get into the street, you become one of the street, and the street is
willing to
I'll be
accept
so
you.
real.
Yeah.
I feel like one thing my dad did that obviously I don't really appreciate now. Well, I won't say I don't really appreciate. Is like most of there are some things that you guys yarn about, and I'm like, I probably did not like get to experience it.
Wait, where did you grow? Where were you staying when you were growing up?
On the island.
Please.
I've lived on the island my whole life.
All your whole life. That's why you can't relate now. On the island.
But the thing is that, do you know what funny thing?
Who want to throw rubber for island? Nobody throws rubber on the island.
One funny thing was that-
Who they even sell rubber? The only rubber they sell for island now if you want park money. So
we have people that sell those things now, but like, what was I going to say?
growing up,
talking about your parents now.
Yeah, but like, I feel like my dad tried to. He did his best to protect us from, in his opinion, to be honest, I give him like, I doff my heart to him.
and he probably did.
He tried to protect us from like most of what you would class as like most of what he thought would. How would I even explain this? He tried to shield us from the bad side of the country.
But you now
living in Nigeria.
You now move from
But
beside.
no. The thing is that for some reason, like there are times where I'm like randomly like I'm just randomly thinking, and I'm like, would they like experiencing those things? Would they have done something to me? Like would they have changed?
Make you better or worse. Or
Yeah.
that's why.
Would it have had an effect on on like the way I see things, the way I think?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know the actual truth is if even with the fact that you have like a disciplined parent or like something like that, I feel like it's a choice. If you still want to go the other way around.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Regardless
I feel like
of how strict your parents are,
Let's say we go spoil,
That's why it was spoiled.
Yeah.
go that route.
Michael.
Bro, what's the problem?
Do you know because at the end of the day, do you know my problem with overprotective parents? And like you can't be overprotective for life. At some point, that child is probably going to have to step out. He's going to interact with other.
Sometimes
make
it's
a choice.
good. Sometimes it's good when you loosen up, like let the child like free the child a bit.
Yeah.
Hold
You can't
them
just lock.
Free him.
Now I'm going to get
Hold
to
him
something now.
Free him. The reason why you free them is to know the limit
Yeah,
of
to be
what
able
they are
to
going
gauge
Because
them.
on the norms, if
And then-
you are overprotective of a child,
hold
and
them
then
back. When they get the freedom, they misbehave.
To do
But
things now.
but the case is, if you free a child too much, like children, when I was a kid, a teenager, and most teenagers, if you give us a step, we'll take him out.
Yeah, true that.
That's normal.
But like that's
But you
that's
have
why
to
they are
find a
now
way
there
to
to like
hold them.
cut the excesses.
Yeah, you have to call the essence, but let them taste that, but take them back.
Majority
Taste
of
them.
Because-
Okay, real quick.
because like
Let
I-
them know.
like when you're in like adolescent and teenage stage, like the curiosity is very very
It's
crazy.
high, bro.
You
The
want to
curiosity
try
is
and
very
get
very
them.
crazy.
But you know that I feel it's better with like it's best to get or to hear about some things first from your parents.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah,
It's
the
better,
experience
it's like,
about that
because-
stuff, yeah.
Do you get like it's better like the first person you hear from is your parent because let them be the ones to like whatever opinion of it you want to
'Cause
form. Let the first opinion of it you have be like
Be from your
from
parents.
them.
And
Because
that's why
for instance, that's why I
communication is
always
very very important.
I will always advise sex education. Like I feel like a lot of parents in Nige like actually shy away from the conversation. Because I've had conversations with friends like with other people and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, their parents never had. Oh,
Oh, your parents had sex.
my dad had the conversation. With
Eh?
Wow.
Oh my God, you are not Nigerian.
Shout out
You are not Nigerian.
Shout out to
No, but like, it's not like no. He had it. He had it.
You are seeing it.
No, chill. No.
I cut scarf for
But like obviously, the conversation even came after an event.
Okay.
Genius.
But like I'm not even going to lie.
but see,
let's
bro,
not
having this
let's
conversation-
let's not even lie. Let's not even lie. Growing up, imagine your dad is sat you down. Like the conversation is going to be very very
Most
weird.
awkward.
Yeah.
Appreciative but not
Very,
right.
very weird.
Most
Bro.
awkward.
No, obviously the conversation is weird, but I feel like
that
the
is-
conversation
that's
that
when
needs to be
the
had.
relationship comes in, bro. If you have like a very good relationship with like,
And then
Yeah,
you
it will be
confide-
easier to
yeah,
like
you tend to
communicate.
confide in
You
them.
no matter
in
how
a cringe way, like
no matter
you
how-
not feel some type
bro.
of way.
No, you
Yeah.
say
Tell
it's
you
cringe
about
though
it.
because
nah you will not.
But
You will not.
But based on this education you're talking about, I just want to throw it in there. It's not even about sex education. I think
Like generally.
growing up, like when you get to a particular stage, your dad is supposed to, or your mom, both of them, the parents are supposed to sit you down
Sit you
and
down.
tell you about
Yeah.
their life, growing up, how they went through some challenges.
I feel like
The steps
generally they should be
took
telling
to-
you stories about their lives,
they need to
like
keep
standard.
on. I don't think they do enough of
The
telling
only
the
stories
stories.
they
They need
tell
to
us
keep
is
on.
how they walk from here to Ogbomoso with
Before we
bare
made
leg. With bare leg. Everybody they walk out with bare leg. All our parents back table and chair on their, like if we should calm down now, like
But I think they need to speak about their past experience, challenges, how they got through it, how they went. Some of them were street boys, sort of. And they went through
they
it.
put more fear for your body.
So stop.
Till
They
date,
need to give
I and
you.
my parents
they
we've
need to
never
give you
had
that
any conversation about that.
their past life.
No, about sexual education.
I don't even
Are you
want that
for-
conversation.
Nobody's doing
Bro.
sexual education. at this point.
Till date now.
You feel that?
Like the only
Nah.
time
Now your parents is probably telling you, bring the kid, bring the.
Now so
Well,
kid
now,
dey
they carry out.
Actually, do you know that I'm like that's actually very valid. Like they don't have these conversations, but they're the first to come and say,
Your this is the way.
What if I don't know?
This is the way it works in
How
life.
does it
Even-
work?
even
How
us,
they bring the kid if I don't
funny
know?
enough, we are guys now, so it's different for us. For just imagine, like for the female that can give birth, they hold them, camp them. Then when they get to the bring husband. How do you bring something when you're
"That's a kill."
I feel like overprotective parents ruin kids too.
bring
'cause,
camp?
True.
like your child will not be able to like socialize outside.
Yeah,
Imagine being like 30-something-year-old and you cannot walk up to a bunny that is walking up the street. Why? Because your parents locked you inside.
Why are you raising up your
I
hand?
swear that I will post that part inside the video.
Why are you raising up your
You don't
hand?
make them cut your hand. Wetin-
I would see. There's a microphone in front of me. Do not upset me.
What do you mean by-
You want my co-host and I?
It is a Nigerian, so why you dey-
As in, bro, I go.
Because why would you not be able to like walk up to somebody and just like have a proper conversation.
Yeah.
But like you have to be. It's not cool. Man.
But bro, like, that one is not.
This one is not even about.
This one is not about-
I'm talking about.
Like, I remember the first time I approached a lady, bro.
No, I'm talking about.
Half the bound.
I'm talking about overprotective
But why you
parents
asking,
now. Like when I mean overprotective, like very strict.
Hey?
They'll drop you in school in
No,
the
it's
morning.
just like-
come
It's
and
like-
pick
it's
you.
like-
CIB,
Immediately-
what's the worst thing the
No,
girl
no,
can
no.
say to you?
The worst thing she will say is no.
You will learn.
You
You will learn the hard way.
I swear that's the worst thing she will say.
That's not
Okay.
the worst thing, my
It
bro.
seems like
We have never experienced
I've
it,
never
but-
experienced.
I've never experienced it. And I'll never
But I know that the
never
worst
swear.
thing a girl can say to you is no.
It's not
No,
worst.
it's one of the best things.
It's
she
just
can
like
say.
you
I
walking
swear,
up
no,
to a
it's like-
girl.
No, so what's the
One of
worst
the
thing you
best-
can
Okay.
say?
You
Yeah,
find out.
you is 1 point. Is below no. You is below no.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
You smelling shit.
Even the one that will be screaming at you,
Facial
bro.
expression,
bro.
facial expression.
It's just like,
Who is
okay,
this one?
you're walking up to a girl now,
And then
she's
you bring out her phone and 9999.
no, she's home with her friend, and then you're walking up to her, and then she's giving you this irritation,
Like,
facial expression.
Facial
Now.
expression.
What's this?
Who is this one?
And the
Do
funny
you
thing
feel
is,
you want to talk?
That's below no. See, what
the funny thing is always the fridge. It's always
we are not talking about that because I have no idea about fridges and
It's always the fridge.
refrigerators and snacks. But the case is, I'm not going to speak about that. So let's just go back. It seems like we are going. Let's just get back.
How do we get to this?
We are
Again?
at least-
Oh, baby, there. If Africa, okay. We have this question. If African parenting was built on strictness and respect, why hasn't it produced a more disciplined and honest society?
It's a choice, bro.
That is
This
actually a crazy question.
This
you
question
know.
is deep and
what do you mean by
can you, let me read the question once.
Okay, so if African parenting was built on, or if African parenting is like centered basically around strictness or being strict and like respect, why hasn't it produced a more disciplined and honest society?
Okay. Let me go first on this question. In society where poverty is the order of the day, poverty and corruption is the order of the day. No matter how properly raised you are, the society always have a way to like compromise that stuff. Like it's a default setting. No matter how you try, cause okay, let's say even if you try, and you are the only like clean person in
It's
an
just like,
organization. At the end of the day,
if you can't beat them, join them.
exactly. If you can't
You know what? I have a
No
problem
matter
with
how you
that
try.
thinking. I have a problem with that thinking.
no matter how you try,
As much as you,
If you can't beat them, join them. I feel like it's so whack.
well, you
'cause-
make Nigeria better, no?
No. Obviously, I'm not saying
if you can't beat them,
that, but like if I can't beat them, I could just die.
Bro, you're not going to survive.
See,
No, as in I can decide to do my thing.
yeah,
Do you get? Like okay, if I can't beat, I'm not. I don't want to beat you.
Bro.
you don't understand.
It's just like you being.
No, as in like my point is that like I can.
Yeah, even if that statement is wrong,
If I can't join them,
in a-
if I
in a
can't beat
corrupt-
them, join them.
In
But
a
like if I
corrupt
can't beat
system,
them, I
there's
can
no-
just
how
decide
you
to be on my
join
lane.
them?
Yeah,
Because they
yeah,
give you the
you're not
choices.
going to last long.
You
exactly.
cannot.
See, you'd have no.
You're not going
choice.
to last long.
It's
Either
either
you make
it's
a
either-
yes
it's
or
either-
a no.
It's either
And that no means
it's either you join them or you just leave. And
the
you
vicinity,
leave,
yeah.
bro, you
Yeah.
suffer. Cause number one, you already know their secrets. They will come after you.
Yeah.
Cause they've given you an open plate.
yeah.
Yeah.
You've
You've seen
dined
enough.
with them.
You've seen
You
enough.
already know what's up.
You've
And
seen
you now
enough.
tell them, oh, I'm no
And you-
longer interested.
That's them strong.
Who you
I
dey
mean,
whine?
yeah.
Do you get?
Sometimes you feel like you have choices. Yeah, in life we have choices. And at that point in time, you can decide, oh, I'm tired of life. Let me say puku.
Yeah, you
What?
what?
Say puku.
But the case, But the case is-
if you are not familiar with what seppuku means, it's a Twitter term for suicide.
Yeah.
Like,
It's from a
let
movie.
me-
It's from a movie. Just
Seppuku,
kill yourself.
not to poop.
Yeah, but the case is, you think about that. Do you want to die, or do you want to join them? There are some cases where you have the choice of
Of
I can
walking away,
walk away.
But there are some cases where more. It's either you join
they
them.
will bring
or-
you in with something clean that you think, oh, this is so
You
clean.
guys,
Whitewash it
you
for
know
you,
that-
and then you feel like, oh,
honestly, all people are saying, I know even the enter because I feel like the question was,
Different, yeah.
why hasn't he produced, like, why hasn't the
Discipline.
parenting produced a more disciplined and
Yes,
honest
now,
society?
yeah, no, because
In
poverty.
a
I
society
would not
where
lie to you.
poverty is high, bro,
Our
there's-
country, everybody they do themselves.
Yeah.
and
Like
another
no,
thing
let's
is-
not even lie to ourselves,
and then
bro.
the
Because
brother
you can
mentality, yeah.
let's go to let's start with day-to-day living, bro. Have you gone to Lagos markets before? To try and buy something. Everybody's trying to cheat you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm promising you that there are people. Yeah, I know that there are people that you see poverty made them do it, or like they are like the financial. There are stores there that I promise you what they are making. Like they are making good profits. If they even decided to sell at regular prices, like
You're still
like
going to make a
they will
profit.
still make profit and be able to do stuff.
That's why it's a choice at the end of the day, bro.
I'm telling you, there are a lot. I'm like this question. I feel like I don't have an answer to
Okay,
it.
you know, under case is
But our problem is deeper. Like it's not. I don't think it's
based on
necessarily something
based
that.
on poverty.
See,
Normally,
poverty is
as
crazy.
being a human being, there's something about there's one innate characteristics or quality that we possess, which is greed,
Yeah.
which is we always
Yeah,
want
yeah.
more. If we can never overcome the word greed, overcome the ability to always want more when you have enough, being contented is a very big thing. In Nigeria, the reason why people are not contented,
We're not consented.
you know why? You know why? Do you know why? Because sometimes you can be at the top of the food chain.
And still be
But-
cheating the people below you, sir.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a mentality
you
that
have to
we
always
have.
be at the top of the food chain in Nigeria.
We have that mentality. We always like. I don't know how to even put it. It's like
Bro, they never want to see their neighbor shine. They always
I
want to
think
be
I don't
left
know.
out.
I don't know
Bro,
if it's that.
they
I don't
want
know
to
if
see
it's
their
that. I'm
neighbor
trying
shine.
to.
But they never want to see their neighbor shine above them.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that, but we have this
Because-
first position mentality.
Because of the way you guys portray, like the way is the word sycophant. Do you know what sycophant
Let
is?
me.
The way
I
we
want
always
to
gawking at-
actually say. I want to
Big
actually
ass
say
thing
something
happens.
about
Yeah.
this particular thing.
Yeah.
A country where poverty and corruption is the order of the day. Okay, why do you think Africans behave better when they come to this side of the world?
Because the system is more better, yeah.
I feel like
Why do you think we behave
no.
better when we
I
come
feel
to this side
they
of the
behave better because obviously
They are lost.
there are laws
Yeah.
that are
actually
that
being.
do you get that
So what are we talking about?
there's
And who can
What are
set
we
those
talking
laws?
about? Who affects
Sorry?
the law?
Who can set those laws and actually keep up to?
no obviously like
But the
It's
people,
corrupt.
the people,
The people that are supposed to effect the law are already
Actually
corrupt.
breaking
They are
the law.
compromised.
Don't worry.
So how is the society going
no,
to get better?
even now to an extent, people that are actually doing things that make sense. You are facing people that are actually squeezing the life out of those laws,
Exactly.
bending the laws,
And they are rubbing it in your
and they
face.
are not doing. You are doing it in the right way. You are, for doing something right. People are even squeezing the life out of you for doing something right.
Exactly.
You become
There's
fed up
there's
and
no
then you
way
just go
like
rogue.
you are honest, but people are and true.
I
It's,
hear
it's
I
a
think I
case
get
of
what
the
you're
beast,
saying now.
the beast you made, the beast you like. A lot of us growing up as a child, you have no idea. There are some child that they came up, but I cannot speak for anybody. But sometimes growing up, you are just there. You don't have knowledge of anything. But do everything you see as you are growing up, that makes you. That makes every single thing you see, the way people treat you. You might be innocent, but the way people treat you, and now you have to do the Avengers because of no, because of the way people treat. Like It's because of the whole community itself.
Because it feels like
It's based on
like
and now it's hard for the grassroots. Now it's hard for anybody to make any change.
So they just go with the flow.
So you're just going with the flow.
exactly. Feels like the norm now.
Just go
Because
on and on.
It's just fighting against nature itself.
That's actually what I think. Because so far as there's still a huge amount of people that are poor, and then the country is still corrupt.
Yeah.
No matter how much discipline
You have
you
at the
have,
point in time.
bro. Why do you think, even with the fact that lions like themselves, why do you think they attack themselves when there is no food around?
Yeah.
You must find something
So,
to eat to
way
survive.
to survive.
You want to? It's part of human being characteristics now. You must find something to survive.
Why do you think there's better? What's God? Let me say in the West, like let's say for example, let's say the effect of robbery stuff. Like, why is it easier? Why is it better here? It's because there are jobs. If there are enough jobs for people to do, there will be no reason for you. There will still be
some
But
unfortunate
it will
people that will
reduced.
reduce, but like the
It will-
rates will not be.
Sometimes people just want to have enough to go through the day,
you
but people
you
don't have
can't
enough to even go through the day.
You can't completely eradicate crime, but you
So
can
the crime
you
level
reduce
is
it
high.
to like the minimum,
Yeah.
barest minimum. You can reduce it to like the barest minimum. Like
Yeah.
look at how high our offenses are in Nigeria now. Like, and despite people
Yeah,
still
yeah.
fly over.
It's
See the
just,
hard
it's
work.
just the other street. Yeah,
That's the hard work.
With the
So-
kind of
so-
discipline that you
No matter the discipline,
It's not the
Society
so far as
societies.
Society
people
is
are
more
hungry.
disciplined.
so far as people are hungry, and then there's still corruption in the country.
Yeah, that's
There's
why they say it takes the
there's no way about
community. It takes a community to raise a child, because it's not about what your parents instilled in you.
Yeah, the society
groups
has its own
and
society.
now-
Society.
and-
Society.
And now,
Everybody, so-
we are losing that, because if you go and growing up,
Yeah.
somebody random person in the street can tell you live there.
What are you
Now
doing?
like this,
Yeah.
if you tell someone's child to live there, you
Problem.
and the mother will enter the same house now.
I saw.
Because we are
video.
losing that stuff. Like now, I'm going to tell you straight up.
True,
well,
And another thing that has to play a part in this particular stuff is that same
Minding your business.
that cowardly stuff I talked about earlier.
that's
'Cause
part of it.
you can't challenge.
Yeah.
Obviously that what this person is doing is bad,
wrong.
but you
Yeah.
can't challenge the person. Why?
Yeah.
You can't ask for accountability.
Yeah.
Why?
We have
Because
You have to do better.
like
I saw a video. Where
I feel like we're
female,
not
the female-
yeah, that word
female
account
bus driver
like
was
people lack
challenging.
accountability a
do you
lot.
get?
So I
And
can't-
a country, like let's say a society where there's no accountability.
I saw a video
Everybody
where,
will be
where
gasoline,
a,
you know.
a female Uber driver, she had like a passenger, and the passenger was challenging.
Oh,
the
yeah,
lady.
I saw
You
that
know, you
video.
the
I saw
video.
that video now.
Almost, she was
Rumor was
just
giving
going
to
back
her,
to
I
back.
saw that video now.
Yeah.
If it happen here,
Bro,
your hands behind your back. Somebody tells you to come down from their private property. You are saying, "Oh, you have to return me back to where you pick me."
For where?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
you
why
learn.
would you also like
No, the
carry
woman
a
was very
passenger
rude.
and
Yeah.
you're putting your personal belongings in the car where like people are seated?
Yeah, that one.
So
is
like
the
she
person's
also
fault,
she
yeah.
also has her own
See, the
faults
two of
there,
them,
are
they
there.
do pass themselves for
At the end
the
of the
Yeah,
day-
but regardless,
But
if
regardless
someone,
now, bro,
it's the
you
person's
are paying
property.
for it.
If the person tells you to calm down,
I think
you have to calm
I
down.
think based on the way I portrayed that video, I didn't really listen to it because it was
I
too
didn't
long.
really-
Yeah, the video was long.
But the way,
Almost
the
like
way
6
But
I
what
did
the
video,
lady said
I think
was
the first person,
she
the
told
first
her
mistake
to take her
was
stuff
the
off.
woman driving them, the Uber driver.
Uber, yeah.
I think that was my first view, because I think she did something to show like I have power over you.
But
She
yeah.
feel because
And-
she's older
And
than
she
her.
was actually
Yeah.
surprised that the
Yeah, the girl
young
was
girl
very
was
was able
challenging
to
her.
stand
Yeah.
up for herself.
Yeah, she was like, are you talking to me like
Next
that?
time,
Yeah.
she will not do that
Yeah.
nonsense
Yeah.
again.
So
Like,
Next-
are you
next
talking to me
time-
like that.
Next time, she will not do that
I think
nonsense
that's-
again.
I think that's good.
Do you get? Next time, she will not do that rubbish.
They don't
again.
call me
So
my
that's
dear.
the way the society is
Yeah.
supposed to be. So no matter the discipline, I feel like growing up, our parents raise us, but like when we get to a particular age, we are supposed to like raise our parents and then let them know how far this stuff you are doing. It's not done like that anymore. Probably in your time, that's the way it's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
But
some things
now,
you have to learn on your
You
own,
can't
bro.
do it. You can't. No, the thing is, their own time. I will not say their time has gone because I will not say their
It's
time
going.
has gone. But like they've had like the most of their own time, and then the way they did things in their own period of time. It's different from the way we do things like right now. So not all of them are like exposed to the way we do things now. So it's just right for you to let them know, oh, this is the way it's done now. Don't go outside and go and disgrace our family.
Well,
Something
me,
like
I feel
that.
like at the end of the day, no, do any of you here have kids? I have to ask just to be sure. At the end of the day, I just hope that as you guys are making all these complaints, at least the valid complaints that you have, just don't let your kids complain about the same shit.
Maybe
That's the
don't
main
let
thing.
your kid do
Yeah,
that.
I just feel like you have to. Communication is a big
Yeah, communication. I feel like communication is key in every
Yeah,
relationship.
communication is like key,
Like,
man. I feel like
Everybody needs to improve their communication skills
straight up. Straight up.
generally, because you would always need that shit.
Yeah, always let
Forgive
your
my
kid
language.
be free enough to have a conversation.
Thank you for joining us for today's conversation. You can drop in the comments if you have like different opinions, if you feel like your experience with African parents is different, like you have something that you feel like we didn't talk about on that, or you can even answer the questions like that we asked.
Yeah. Or if you feel we're wrong somewhere, you can correct us. You know.
Yeah, I feel
We are open to like corrections.
well, yeah,
like,
exactly.
because everything we said here is just like from our own experience and opinion, you know.
But yeah, catch you guys next time and like, share,
Subscribe,
which is for like, share,
comment and subscribe. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what they say.
And when we get to 500 subscribers, we'll be doing a giveaway.
Share, guys. Share.
You want Stanley?
Share the live.
we'll be doing a giveaway sponsored by some of us. Yeah.
Heavy.
I'm not going to mention name. Sponsored by some of us. Yeah, thank you.